a new political, has opened a new chapter in Nigeria political history. But when Joe Rogers was saying this, a lot of people were laughing. They don't know the consequences of what has actually happened. That this is the main reason why nothing works in Nigeria, and this is the main reason why Biafras are going. Biafras are going because what happened in the north doesn't happen in the south. What happened in the southwest doesn't happen in the southeast. So there is always this particular treatment, preferential treatment given to Fulani. And for us who have come down that it is going to get worse, we say no. We must to leave Nigeria. Not everybody to pay attention.
I say how you came back is another chapter in our political history.
How I came back from where?
Mr. President, how you return to the Senate as a senator will open another chapter of great discussion in our political book.
All right.
Because
great.
I was there in the field with you running for president.
Okay.
I never knew how you were able to meander and return and leaving some of us. Next time, you must teach me how to do that.
It was easy. It was easy.
Now pay attention. Okorocha wants him to teach him how to do that. Now he is telling Okorocha it was easy. Very, very easy. Okay? Now, I want everybody to listen to the story of how easy it was for somebody who did not contest election to become the winner. That is why I say there is no election in Biafra land. Some people say, bring Simon Ekpa to kill him. Some people say, we are giving you 100,000. Go and kill Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is undermining democracy. That's a lie. The people that are undermining democracy are these political juggernauts who parade themselves with big stomach. These are the people who have destroyed everything, and that is the reason why we are living. So when they come to say Simon Ekpa is undermining democracy, I told them, I am just the good guy. Now you are going to also agree with me, finally, that I remain the good guy. Somebody who did not participate in election. He was not voted for. His name was not in the list. He is now explaining how easy it was for him to become a senator without being voted for. Now, you are going to listen to how easy it is. Now tell me, who amongst us is the one undermining the democracy? Is it me or this man who is now about to explain how easy it is for somebody to become a senator without participating in the election? Now listen.
I was there with you in the field, but it was easy.
Okay.
It was easy.
All right.
I was there with you in the field.
Okay.
But after our defeat,
okay,
my constituents thought they needed me again.
All right. Listen, after they defeated him, his name was not in the list of the people contesting for Senate, and his constituency, according to him, say they need him. It's a lie. What are they going to need him for? Is it because what he did do anything in the first time? In the first tenure? The answer is no. So he doesn't deserve anything for his constituency to say, we want you back. It's a lie. Money has exchanged hands, and he has bought his way to the Senate. Now let us watch.
And so they asked for me to come back.
Okay. They asked him to come back without being voted. They did not vote him. After the election, they asked him to come back. Now watch.
And it was a torturous zoning because we had to go through the courts.
Okay. And it was a total zoning because they have to go through the court. Judiciary, Nigeria judiciary. They go through the court. Court is the one to determine who is going to be elected. Even when the person did not participate, you can imagine in Imo State, fourth person become first. The fourth person who were fourth position become the governor of Imo State. Now, we are now talking about somebody who did not participate at all in election. His constituency now gathered, according to him, and go to court to say, no, This man did not contest the election. His name was not there. He went to contest for president and he lost the primary to Bola Tinubu. So, and during that time, he was contesting for president. He couldn't come to contest for Senate. He did not pick up even the form to become a senator. So we, the constituents, we have decided that the Nigeria electoral process is not something that we trust. So we are not loyal to Nigeria constitution. The Nigeria constitution is not applicable to us. The Nigeria electoral law is not applicable to us. So for that reason, we, the constituent of this man, is now rising up and going to court to make the court choose him and confirm him as the senator from that constituency. Have you ever seen anywhere such thing happen? Now, I ask you, is that a democracy? Is that a democracy? Is that going to happen in the East? Is that going to happen in Yoruba land? The answer is no. But it is happening in the North. And let me tell you, why they have allowed him to come back is to finish what he started, Islamization of Nigeria. I want everybody to pay attention to this. Now listen.
I didn't even appeal.
Okay? He didn't even appeal. Confessional, he is very proud to say it. He did not appeal.
A judgment that did not give me the contest. The party and the stakeholders in my constituency appealed on my behalf up to the Supreme Court.
Okay. The party and the constituents of his own place appealed. He didn't appeal. He didn't want to even appeal because he didn't contest the election. They went up to the Supreme Court arguing that this man, though he did not purchase a form, though he did not contest the election, but this is the person we want. Now, the same thing cannot happen in Nigeria, right? Some of them are now shouting P2B, P2B. They can't apply the same jurisprudence. When they claim that Nigeria has voted P2B, oh, everybody voted P2B, they put Tinubu, and they are in the court. When somebody who did not contest election become the winner of the election, and then there are somebody somewhere called P2B, everybody is shouting on social media that he was the one who won the election. Already, they are ready to arrest. As I'm talking to you now, every plan has been made to arrest P2B. Mark my word. If any PM happen, P2B will be arrested. I am telling you the fact. And nothing will happen. Because why something will not happen is because P2B is not part of us. He's not part of Biafra movement. So he doesn't enjoy anything from the Biafran people. There's no loyalty to him. His loyalty is in Bini, the skit makers. His loyalty is somewhere in Lagos. Those whose businesses have been destroyed and P2B was not there to defend them. But let us listen, because it is very important you know what is going on.
I refused.
Okay?
So there is nothing.
He refused to become the Senate or the senator. Yet, they went up to the Supreme Court, and as they were going to the Supreme Court, somebody was somewhere cooking it. Just make pronunciation. Just pronounce him the winner. Once pronounce him the winner, leave the rest for us. And that's how they pronounce him the winner.
Nothing magical,
okay,
or remarkable up to the Supreme Court.
All right.
I refused. So there is nothing magical or remarkable. In fact, you have nothing to learn from what happened. The only thing is, you are determined not to come back.
Are you hearing it? He said there is nothing remarkable in him coming back to Senate without contesting the election. He told Okorocha, the only thing is that he was not determined to come back. Because if he was determined to come back, Okorocha would have approached them. And they will give you the treatment of Hope Uzodinma. That he is trying indirectly telling Okorocha, if you are determined to come back, you would have just go and stay with Hope Uzodinma. Hope Uzodinma will make you come back. That is why he is making that statement. He's not making the statement because if Okorocha is determined to come back, more people are going to vote for him to come back. The answer is no. But because Okorocha, according to him, did not play his card very well, and he fight Hope Uzodinma. So listen now.
I know if you had wanted to come back to Senate, you would have even returned quicker than I returned.
Are you hearing that? Because he feels that Okorocha knows what he knows. That if Okorocha wanted to come back to Senate, Okorocha would have returned even quicker than him, which means Rochas Okorocha would not have gone up to the Supreme Court trying to come back, because Hope Uzodinma would have just written his name and sent to Abuja.
Okay.
I round up now.
All right.
Mr. Senate President, I still say I want to be your student next time. Because
and Rochas Okorocha is not convinced. Okay? With all this explanation, you know, everybody knows where his power come from and all that. But Rogers, the whole explanation still beat the imagination of Rogers, because you can do anything, okay? You can do a lot of things and say, this is what I did, but not when you were not part of the election. Not when your name is not even in the list of people who contested the election. Then you become the senator. No. Rochas Okorocha was not convinced by that explanation. He needed to be student. He wanted to learn how this one is possible. Like Rochas Okorocha will be sleeping in his house, and people will be killing themselves in Imo State, and his name is not in the list of people contesting the election, accredited by INEC. Only for Rochas Okorocha, for his constituency to go to court and say, we want Rogers, and court will pronounce Rogers winner. Rogers don't just, you know, no matter how corrupt Rogers is, this one person, he didn't believe it. So listen.
Mr. Senate President, I still say I want to be your student next time, because it is more of the more you look, the less you see. My paper, my paper.
Rogers concluded by saying he still wants to be the student of this man, because what has happened is the more you look, the less you see. That is the democracy that Biafra people are running away from. We don't want to be part of it. That's why we don't want to validate any election in Biafra land, because they're off-road. Now, in case you do not know what Lawal did to, you know, to become the Senate, you know, even when he did not. Now, I want you to listen to this.
I don't think, Mr. President.
What you're about to listen to now is the secret. Is the secret behind all these things that Lawan was saying. Here is where the whole secret lies. I want everybody to pay attention.
At my age, I don't think I will lobby anybody under the sun. I would do the right thing, and I always do the right thing, and sincerely and honestly too. So, I know, I look at faces in this chamber whom have come to me and sought for my help when my wife was the president of the Court of Appeal.
Are you hearing that? He recognized people who are in this chamber with him, who has come to his house and sought for help when the wife was the president of the Court of Appeal, which means if you come to him, bring billion or 100 million or 200 million or $1 million, just like this man, the Lawal. Give this man 100 million or $100 million or $1 million or 100 or 500 million naira, and say your wife is the president of the Supreme Court. Please, when this case come to her table, let her pronounce me the winner. Nothing will happen. This man will collect the money and go to the wife and tell the wife, look, we have to do this and do that. And that particular case automatically will favor the person who bring the largest money. That is what this man is trying to expose here. Now, Lawan having faced a question from Okorocha, which is the same thing. Because how can a judge who is learned, went to school to judge case with fact, will be pronouncing somebody who did not participate in election a winner? But it happened here. Now this man is coming to tell you how they did it. I'm not saying that the wife is the one who pronounced Lawal a winner, but I'm telling you it is the same process, the same procedure. Now listen to him. How man, God is putting this thing in his mouth to confess, and Lawal was holding him back.
And I'm sure I'm.
The second senator, Adam Ahmed Bulgacho, I think I will advise that you just round up and take your seat.
Because he knows that that is exactly what he did to become the senator. Now let us listen to him from here. From here.
And return and leaving some of us. Next time you must teach me how to do that.
It was easy.
Okay, it was easy.
It was easy.
Very, very easy.
I was there with you in the field.
Okay.
But after our defeat,
okay,
my constituents thought they needed me again.
All right.
And so they asked for me to come back.
Okay.
And it was a torturous journey.
All right.
Because we had to go through the courts.
Okay. They have to go through the court. That particular court they have to go through is a court like this.
Many names. We know ourselves.
No, but
we know ourselves. That is the kind of court Lawal is talking about here. And this man continued to say it when God is telling him to say it. He said, Lawal, don't stop me. We know ourselves. How you people come to me, and his wife, who is the judge, then will give decision in their favor.
This kind of insinuation will mean that there was favor, there was this, and the rest of it. I don't think it's...
But he said that he don't want this man to say that there was favor. But he himself is just here telling you how easy it was for him, who did not participate in the election, to become a senator. Now ask me, if that is not a favor from somewhere, what is it?
And it was a torturous journey, because we had to go through the courts.
Okay.
I didn't even appeal.
He did not even appeal. Listen, he did not even appeal. The only thing he needed is for somebody from his constituent to file a petition to the court, and then somebody somewhere, like this man's wife, is going to do it.
There was favor, there was this, and the rest of it. I don't think it's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I must say that, okay, to round up, since that's what you want me to do, I will do that. And I must thank particularly my wife, whose freedom and independence I encroached upon while she was in office. And she has been very tolerant and accepted my encroachment and extended.
And you know what this man means by the encroachment? You know what he means by the encroachment? What he means by the encroachment is that because of the wife, he was able to climb the ladder to be able to come to know the faces that he is seeing there, who has come to him for help, to tell the wife to turn around this case in their favor. And they gave him money. And today, some of them are paying him back by bringing him to this kind of place. I don't know whether they have given him appointment. I don't know whether he's a senator now. I don't know what he is. But he is now telling the story of how the wife influenced all the politicians that the wife have helped while she was in the service as a president of the Supreme Court, is what is now making him to come to this kind of place to question or make a comment to the Senate President, the outgoing Senate President. I want you all to see the impunity going on in Nigeria. Now, Lawal is not very, very comfortable with that, because Okorocha have just asked a question. He had just explained how he become, if it was very easy for him to come back without participating in the election. And this man have just done the justice to it.
Help to my colleagues.
He is still saying, reminding them, all of you that have come to me, how my wife have helped you, don't say that I am not seeing you. Any day you do PIM, I am going to bring your book. That's, you see, this man is giving them sign that is danger. You know, because anybody that talks like this, if you open mouth, he can talk anything. The man insisted in telling them, he insists that my wife have done this and done that. And good to see you people, my colleague. All the faces I'm seeing here, I have helped you one way or the other.
My encroachment and extended help to my colleagues.
Distinguished.
Again,
I don't think this is a good idea going this direction. Right. It's not a good idea.
You see, it is not a good idea going that direction. The direction that is not good for them to go is this direction where it is very easy for somebody to become a senator without participating in the election.
And return and living some of us. Next time you must teach me how to do that.
It was easy.
It was easy.
It was easy.
Very, very easy.
I was there with you in the field.
All right.
But after our defeat, my constituents thought they needed me again.
Okay.
And so they asked for me to come back.
All right.
And it was a torturous journey.
Okay.
Because we had to go through the courts.
All right.
I didn't even appeal.
All right.
A judgment that did not give me the contest.
Okay.
The party and the stakeholders in my constituency appealed on my behalf.
Now we are going to listen to this man uninterrupted.
Mr. President, at my age, I don't think I will lobby anybody under the sun. I would do the right thing, and I always do the right thing, and sincerely and honestly too. So, I know, I look at faces in this chamber whom have come to me and sought for my help when my wife was the president of the Court of Appeal. And I'm sure I'm...
The Single Senator Adam Ahmed Bulgacho, I think I will advise that you just round up and take your seat.
Name. We know ourselves.
No, but this kind of insinuation will mean that there was favor, there was this and the rest of it. I don't think it's a good idea.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I must say that, okay, to round up, since that's what you want me to do, I will do that. And I must thank particularly my wife, whose freedom and independence I encroached upon while she was in office. And she has been very tolerant and accepted my encroachment and extended her help to my colleagues.
Distinguished, please, I don't think this is a good idea going this direction. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea, please.
Now, you've just listened to that. That is what impunity is all about. Please, those of you who may not be watching from the Enter Biafra, please, the Enter Biafra, like I said, is under maintenance, and it will be on and up and running very, very soon. As soon as the IT group are done with their work, it will come back again. But the video is somehow not responding to the channel 2 because of this new upgrade that is coming to the website. All right. So now we are going to listen to this again. Very important.
Good book to discuss.
Sorry?
I say how you came back is another chapter in our political history.
How I came back from where?
Mr. President, how you return to the Senate as a senator will open another chapter of great discussion in our political book.
Okay.
Because I was there in the field with you running for president.
All right.
I never knew how you were able to meander and return and live in some of us. Next time you must teach me how to do that.
It was easy.
Okay.
It was easy. I was there with you in the field, but after our defeat, my constituents thought they needed me again. And so they asked for me to come back. And it was a torturous journey because we had to go through the courts. I didn't even appeal a judgment that did not give me the contest. The party and the stakeholders in my constituency appealed on my behalf up to the Supreme Court. I refused. So there is nothing magical or remarkable. In fact, you have nothing to learn from what happened. The only thing is, you are determined not to come back. I know if you had wanted to come back to the Senate, you would have even returned quicker than I would have returned.
Okay.
I round up now.
Mr. Senate President, I still say I want to be your student next time because it is more of the more you look, the less you see. My paper, my paper.
And when we are saying we want to be free, it is not only Biafra that is going to be free this year. A lot of nations will break. Nigeria is going to break into pieces. And we, the Biafra people, are going to make it possible. I am telling you now, it is not a hidden thing. It is going to happen. Those of you who are planning to have election in 2023, which is next month, you are going to fail. We will disappoint you, and you will disappoint. All right. All right. That was exactly what is going on. What you just watched now, a while ago, is that the Nigeria judiciary, the impunity in the system, the failed state, and the reason Biafra is living and going. Now we are going to go to the second segment of this particular broadcast, which is the coming sit-at-home order starting from the 3rd of July to the 10th of July 2023. I want everyone to understand the reason why we are embarking on this very important sit-at-home civil disobedience. It's very important. Some of you may not understand what we are doing. And for those who may be asking how you are going to get this Biafra, how you are going to do this, and this, that, when is this Biafra coming? When is this Biafra coming? Like you used to ask our leader in those days. They will ask him, when is this your Biafra coming? When is this your Biafra coming? Let us go to that particular jingle.
People say Igbo and Niger Delta, daft, useless people without brain. What name we are they answering before Niger Delta? Biafra. And you ask me, how do I know? And then I will tell you to ask Ishekiri people. Ishekiri people signed a treaty with the British. And I'm asking Ishekiri kings today, you must have a copy of that treaty. What does the treaty say? This treaty is between Ishekiri and the chiefs of Biafra. Is that correct? Queen Victoria with Ishekiri chiefs and Biafra. Is that correct or not? assuming an idiot comes tomorrow and says, oh, Ishekiri is not part of Biafra. They are not. They are Yoruba. They came from Ogun. You know, anything we say on Radio Biafra, we back up with stupendous proof. QED. That is why our lines are open. If you feel you know, you call. So you'll be disgraced. You just call now. I will give you all the time in the world to outline your thesis or your theory or your hypothesis.
Unfortunately,
2 questions. The first question is to set you up. The second one is to destroy you completely.
Unfortunately, not the Radio Biafra of today, where criminals have hijacked it and taken over and sabotaging the movement and sabotaging Biafra. Not that particular Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer the Radio Biafra. So if you hear Radio Biafra, just know that that was then, not now. But however, let us continue.
Flat on the ground. We are not boasting. It's a fact. People saying Ishekiri is not Biafra. If you go to the palace of any Ishekiri ruler that is descended from those that signed the treaty with the British, they still have a copy. I have a copy of the treaty. I have it. Between Queen Victoria and the Ishekiri chiefs. What does it say? This treaty is made on this day between representatives of Her Britannic Majesty Queen Victoria and her heirs. And, wait for it, chiefs of Ishekiri and Biafra. This document was drawn up in 18-something, 2 centuries ago. And do you know the funniest thing? The British knew our name was Biafra, you know. They know that very well. Oh dear. Because it's British treaty. Britain signed a treaty with Biafra. I have a copy of it. The same way I have a copy of Lugard amalgamation report. Now I have told him this one, they will go and prepare against. I have another one. I said I have another one. That one is Kakwa Ubunigwe. Anybody telling you rubbish about his own Ishekiri, Urobo, Isoko, Egala, Idoma, Efik, Ibibio, not being Biafra, the person is deranged. It's not learned. The person did not go to school. Anybody telling you that if you go to Edo State, unless Edo wants to join us, they're free to do so. Every state in the south and southeast, including Benue, Lower Benue, and Lower Kogi, they are part and parcel of Biafra. I said, I have the documentary proof from Ndiocha or Wundisioji. People say Igbo and Niger Delta. Daft, useless.
All right, you just listen to that. And those who are always asking, when is this your Biafra coming? When is
Look at people of weak man, very weak disposition. I need men and women made of steel. Nothing moves you. You continue to push forward, never knowing what it means to retreat. Only forward can you go. Look at people of weak mind, very weak disposition. I need men and women made of steel. Nothing moves you. You continue to push forward, never knowing what it means to retreat. Only forward can you go. Look at people of weak, very weak disposition. I need men and women made of steel. Nothing moves you. You continue to push forward, never knowing what it means to retreat. Only forward can you go. Look at people of weak mind, very weak disposition. I need men and women made of steel. Nothing moves you. You continue to push forward, never knowing what it means to retreat. Only forward can you go. Look at people of weak mind, very weak disposition. I need men and women made of steel. Nothing moves you. You continue to push forward, never knowing what it means to retreat. Only forward can you go.
When our leader talks about he needed men with like steel, men with steel, nothing moves them. Only move and continue to move. Look around yourself today. Did you see any man who nothing moves? Only continue to move Biafra struggle forward. It is only in the autopiloted IPOB. It is only in the Biafra Republic government in exile. It is only in the Biafra de facto government in the homeland that you find such men. And today, I want everyone to pay attention to this special announcement. The special announcement is to inform the Biafra people about the next 1 week sit at home, which is targeted at demanding the unconditional release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, preparing Biafra people for the coming of the self-referendum that we are going to organize very soon. I want also to inform Biafra people that this particular sit at home is to also send a notice to put the world on notice that it is only the Biafra Republic government in exile that the Biafra people are loyal to. And let me also make it very clear that, of course, there are still some elements, very few of them that still support one Nigeria because they eat from them. So it is normal that there are this kind of individuals who have sold their conscience, sold everything about themselves, sold their future, and are ready to work with politicians. So we are not surprised if you see such people. But the point is that they are not even in 1%. They are like 0.00% in Biafra land. And so, like you have seen and read on the news, including on news media, the report coming from my office, the office of the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, we have 5 major reasons for this particular sit at home that is coming on the 3rd to 10th of July 2023. The most important one being for demand for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is being illegally detained at the DSS. Also facing a very serious health issue that needed urgent attention and the surgery. 2 is we are embarking on 1 week sit at home in preparation for self-referendum. I want people to understand how this Biafra is going to come. It is not a rocket science. Now, we have been able to activate the Biafra Republic government in exile. We have activated the de facto government in the homeland. The inauguration is going to happen very soon. After that, we will begin to administer governance in Biafra land. And we are also moving to make sure we halt all taxes that is being illegally collected by the Nigeria state within Biafra land. We will make sure that each state in Biafra land will lose hugely. The economic impact of the Biafra people to the state government will be reduced drastically. Our target and our main objective is to make sure that we crush the economy of the government in Biafra land. I want everybody to understand my point here. Where our target is attacking the economy of the Nigeria government in Biafra land. That is our target. The reasons being that we want to continue to show to them that Biafra people are only loyal to Biafra government and not to Nigeria government. So we are coming after the tax, after the economy of the state within Biafra land. And let me also tell you people, like I've said earlier, the reason why we are doing this is to show to the world that Biafra are no longer loyal to the government of Nigeria, rather to the Biafra Republic government in exile and to the de facto government. This de facto government is going to operate secretly because of the security situation until we have our balance, when we are going to come openly and start administering governance in Biafra territory. I want everybody to understand this. Remember, when they tell you that you are destroying economy in Biafra land, in the southeast, and all this blah, 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 tell them is a lie. We're not destroying economy of the southeast. There is nothing like economy in the southeast. How can you have economy when there is no seaport? How can you have economy when there is no embassy? How can you have an economy when there is no any powerful international or multinational corporation in the southeast? And they are telling you are discovered. They will tell you no investors is coming. Ask them, when did you see investors last in the southeast? Before 2021. Ask them, since 1960, 67, going forward till 2021, how many investors have you seen in the southeast? Why would somebody come to southeast to invest when there is no representative from anywhere in the west in the southeast? There is no representative from America in the southeast. There is no American company in the southeast. There is no European company in the southeast. There is no mega anything in the southeast prior to 2021 when Oyendu Mazinam Dekano was kidnapped. So is it now that they want to tell you investors are running away from the southeast? They were never investors. We, the Biafra people, are the investor in the southeast. We, the Biafra people, are the government in the southeast. We build road to our own communities and everything. We do it by ourselves, not the government. So when they tell you about economy, tell them, yes, it is time to attack that particular economy that the government are generating and making them pompous to bring military and then also this kind of pompous that whenever they are driving along this bad road that we have out east, they are going to be spreading all this poto to our people walking by the roadside. Will make it very difficult for them. So our aim and objective, in addition to the demand of Rabbi Mazen Dekano, is to crush the economy of the southeast government. These are the people who gathered together to proscribe the indigenous people of Biafra, their own, proscribing themselves because of ignorance. They don't know what indigenous people of Biafra mean. They don't know that even though they are not supporting Biafra, they are still regarded as indigenous people of Biafra. They are Biafrans. No matter what they think, the ideology is not right, they are still Biafra. But these particular people in the southeast, they gathered together, come together to proscribe indigenous people of Biafra, tag them terrorists. You think we are going to allow them to have peace? Never. So what I'm trying to say this evening is that whenever they confront you that Simon Ekpa is destroying the economy of the southeast, ask them, can we know where the economy was before Simon Ekpa come on board? Can we know what they have done with the economy they generated before Simon Ekpa coming on board to fight for Biafra? Let us see how good it was before now. If they are not able to bring evidence of how good Southeast was before Simon Ekpa started shouting for Biafra, they should rather just go and sleep and cover themselves in shame. We are coming with heavy, thunderous fire on the economy. Economic sabotage is what we are doing. Enugu State Governor came the other day and started shouting that they are losing 10 billion every Monday. 10 billion, whatever, every Monday. It's a lie. There is nothing to show for it. There is no evidence anywhere to show that Enugu State is losing 10 billion. It's a lie. But if they are losing 10 billion, then it means that we are happy, because that is the reason why we are attacking them. Attacking the economy. Attacking those who sponsor terrorism against our people. The source of this terrorism, we are attacking it. So the economy, and we are not even doing anything. Just the only thing that is required from you is sit at home. And let me tell you, for those of you, the market people in Biafra land, you are not losing anything. If you do not sell today, you sell tomorrow. But in the government, they are losing. The workers are not going to work every Monday. Banks are closed every Monday. These police that are collecting money and putting roadblock everywhere and there, they are not working every Monday. Yet, government will pay them. They will pay them, they must pay them. So we are going to make sure we give them sleepless night. And everybody must understand that this is the last phase of this Biafra liberation. We are going to come with more stringent mechanism. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not released, we will come with more tough, very tough, I am telling you, very, very tough mechanism is coming. After this 1 week sit at home, we will come. It may not be sit at home again. Believe me. It may not be sit at home. It is going to be something else. So we are coming. But this 1 week sit at home, I want everyone to pay attention. From the 3rd to the 5th of July, everywhere in Biafra land will be order lock and key. Don't go out to, as I am saying it now, what they are going to do is to start burning everywhere. They will say, oh, Simon Ekpa have given order. They will burn this one and burn that one, and they will think that I'm going to run away. I'm not running away. I have just said it. Do not go out so they don't make you a scapegoat to use it to blackmail Biafra. Don't give them opportunity to hurt you and take your video and start posting it. Oh, Simon Ekpa has started again. This one and that. Do not give them opportunity to do that. Listen and listen very attentively. Do not go out so that you will not fall a victim of Nigeria government. From the 3rd to the 5th of July, every Biafra land will be under lock and key. On the 6th of July, you are going to go to the market, buy groceries, buy things for yourself, for your family, and do your business. On the 6th, we want every market to open. Then on the 7th of July to 10th, everywhere will be locked down. Don't say we did not tell you. Nigeria, there are this kind of, there are like things looking for who to kill and who to eat. Do not come out and say, Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that. The next thing is that Simon Ekpa, I will order the sit at home again and again, even if you fall the victim of Nigeria government, because you are not going to say we did not warn you. And also, let me also sound it as a note of warning to those market leaders in Biafra land, that they are going to come to your house and collect key of the shop or collect key of the gate to the market. Do not go with them. We know that the other day, last Monday in Enugu, we got the information that the governor ordered the policemen to go to the Ogbete market or market chairman and collect the key and carry the man to the market to open the gate. The man refused to go. And the man handed the police the key to the market. The police took the key, went to the market, opened the market, and stationed armor tank in the market. Yet nobody came. So if they come to collect key, you can give them the key, but don't follow them. We know everyone and we know every one of you. And those people who want to use you to fight against Biafra, they will be the one to kill you and put it on the head of Biafra. And we don't care. So do not allow them to use you. Don't allow them. They cannot force you into the market. So what we are doing is that this is the only way and the only time to get this freedom. And it is very, very clear. With the impunity going on in Nigeria, the Muslim ticket, Islamic State, it is very clear. Anybody that is not supporting the Biafra now is not a human being. So do not allow them to pressure you to go out, because they will be the one to bring people to come and attack you in order to blackmail the Biafra. So, oh, Biafra are killing people, or Biafra are attacking people. Don't say we did it. This is how we have been warning you from the beginning. And everybody knows how they operate. They will go and do something and put it on another person's head. So don't allow yourself to be used to carry out that particular evil act by the Nigerian government. We are also aware that in Enugu, in Ogbete, the chairman of these keke drivers were paid. One of their chairman in Enugu were paid to come to do stage the show they staged the last time. We are also aware that the chairman was also paid to hire some women and this to come to the market and demonstrate what you saw on the other last 2 weeks, and we are warning them to stay clear from fighting against Biafra. This fight we are fighting is for your own good, for your children, for your generation to come, for your family, for your future. It is not for Simon Ekpa. I am being sacrificial. I have become a sacrificial lamb for your own freedom. I am living my life for your own good. I am doing everything I'm doing today so that you people are going to have a country that is secured, where your phone will fall down, somebody will pick it and give it to you, or somebody will pick it and take it to the police, and police will put it and keep it, and then you have a number where you can call to ask whether somebody brought your police station, and police will check and say, yes, what is your name? Come for identification. You come with everything to identify that you are the person and that you are the owner of the phone, and the person will give it to you. Not this kind of situation where somebody, once your phone fall, another person will say, God have answered my prayer. He pick up your phone and begin to use it. And if you go and demand it, it will change everything and you cannot find the phone again. We don't want a society like that. We want a society where everybody will be looking out for each other. That is what we are bringing to Biafra land. And it is going to be possible through the security measures we are going to put in place and the database system. I don't think you are going to know what is coming in Biafra and you begin to continue to fight against it. You are not a human being. So I am begging those in the market, especially the market leaders, do not allow any governor to deceive you, because they are going to be the same people that will bring people that will attack you in the market and say, hey, Simon Ekpa boys have come. I am the one and many people fighting to protect you. We are the one providing security for you in your village. Where the Fulani, the reason why Fulani are not killing you today, sacking you in your village the way they are sacking in Benue, the way they are sacking in Jos, the way they are sacking in Niger State, the way they are sacking in Zamfara, the way they are sacking in many parts of the northern Nigeria, is because of us. I do not know how somebody will now come and tell you Simon Ekpa is looking for your downfall. Simon Ekpa is fighting you. Simon Ekpa is killing you. And you are believing such nonsense. When in the actual sense, when the Fulani, the terrorists come to kill you, we are going to be the one to mobilize our army to go and chase them away from your land so that you can go to farm. And the same person is the one that somebody somewhere telling you, oh, he is trying to kill you. You are killing the people you are fighting for. And when this thing is happening, you don't see them talking. Have you seen anybody talk about the killing in Kaduna? Have you seen anybody talk about the killing in Plateau State? Have you seen anybody talk about the killing in Zamfara, in Niger State, or in all these places, Katsina, Nasarawa, Adamawa, all these places where did you see them talking about it? They don't talk about it. Today we see that another governor said he is collaborating with the Nigerian army. I looked at him and I laughed because he don't know anything. He should ask people who have collaborated with Nigerian army. They are the worst criminals, the worst terrorists you see. It is in the same Nigerian army checkpoint that kidnapping is taking place in Biafra land. 1 kilometer away from the military checkpoint. And these people are not seeing that the military are infiltrated by the Boko Haram, repeated Boko Haram, and other jihadist movement. And they are saying they want to collaborate with them to bring in security to Biafra land. We will fight you. The reason why we are armed is to fight those who has come to kill our people. And they are the military. So if anybody, in Enugu state governor, think that it is by collaborating with military in a peaceful Enugu state is what he want to do, let him come. We are waiting for him. We want to see that collaboration. From tomorrow, we want to see the collaboration of the governor collaborating with criminals and terrorists in uniform. If that is what is going to convince the Fulanis that he's really working and is really ready to end Biafra. We are waiting for him to collaborate. And let's see how it is going to end. You think it is what would you normally do every time we beg, we say, because we want peace to reign. Why is it that where there is peace, somebody will just come from the blue moon talking about security, security, security? Is there anybody being kidnapped in Enugu State? When last did you hear any noise in Enugu State? Why will somebody come as a governor from nowhere and begin to talk about we are restoring security in the southeast, we are restoring security in Enugu? Is anybody being killed in Enugu? The answer is no. And we know what we did on the ground to flush away criminals in Enugu. And this man come from nowhere and start talking about restoring peace in Enugu. I don't know which peace he want to restore in Enugu, but I'm challenging him this evening. Since he want to collaborate with the people that come to kill Biafrans, we will give it to them in Enugu. Enugu has become a new front. From today, from what I read on the news, that is collaborating with people who shouted terrorists in Four Corner. When the men of the ESN went to Four Corner Enugu, everybody saw what kind of barbarism they were committing in Four Corner, including now they are back. Nobody did anything. We did it. Everybody saw what they did in Ehamufu. How people were butchered in Ehamufu. We intervene. Why you have a government? The only government, they are only after stopping sit at home. They cannot protect the people that voted them into power. They cannot protect the people that they claim they want to rule. But we are in diaspora. We are in exile, providing security for people in the rural village. So that the terrorists will not come and kill them like they killed the other part of Nigeria. And then, of course, some of them understand what we are doing. That's why they're listening to us. And somebody will come from nowhere and start talking about, oh, we want to restore security. I want you to ask the Enugu State governor, which security do you want to restore? When they talk about security, they are not restoring, they are not talking about actually security. They are talking about the sit at home. The sit at home has come to stay. It has come to stay till Biafra come. That is the mechanism we are going to use for self-referendum. The day we are going to be ready for self-referendum, everybody will know. We're going to invite every organization. We're going to invite human rights organization. We're going to invite the UN. We're going to invite EU. We're going to invite America. If they like, let them come. If they like, let them not come. We're going to conduct this referendum, stream it live. And the whole world will watch how Biafra will vote for themselves. And then after that voting, let us see who is going to come to say he's a Nigerian in Biafra land. That is where we are going. We want to, first of all, make sure that the government of Biafra, the facto government of Biafra in homeland, is well structured and running. Once we are done with that, you are going to hear from us. So I want everybody to understand that we are here for good and not this kind of impunity that is happening in Nigeria every day. You people should be very grateful that you have men and women of caliber who has come to say we will not be part of it again. When they talk about Muslim ticket, they say it's not possible. Oh, it's not possible. How can that? Nigeria is the same pastors today who told you that Muslim ticket is not possible are the one telling you, oh, Tinubu is going to restore peace. Tinubu is going to turn Nigeria upside down. Tinubu is going to make Nigeria skyrocket Nigeria to Dubai. Tinubu, the same people who told you that Muslim ticket is not possible, how can you continue to live in denial? We cannot do that. No. Gone are those days where somebody will come and tell us what is not true and we should believe it because of political correctness. The answer is no. And today, we are going to give opportunities for those who want to talk to us on video. Our video live through the Enter Biafra is open. And I know that a lot of people are already watching on YouTube for the very first time. So if you want to make a comment on this broadcast, you have to join through the Enter Biafra. Even though you are not watching, the Enter Biafra is not showing because of the technical maintenance or so. You can still join through the Enter Biafra channel too by clicking the video. That particular one is working very well. Click the video sign and it will take you directly to the platform and you can have an opportunity to ask me a question or make a comment. I'm going to have all of you here for the next 10-15 minutes and we are done with the broadcast today. So on that note, I'm going to open the line for those of you who will want to make a comment. All right. It's me again. You're welcome to the program. Do you have anything to say? All right. We may not have the time because I have another engagement coming up. We may not have much time to engage anybody or have a question, as I said, because I just remembered. I just look at the screen and there is announcement notification about my next meeting, which is starting very soon. So, and then also let me announce that the tour, the country tour for Australia that's scheduled for Saturday has been moved to Friday. So it is going to be Friday next tomorrow. So those of you in Australia, please take note that the country tour will happen on Friday and not on Saturday. Thank you very much. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless this network. May God bless our Biafra Liberation Army. May God bless the government and the cabinet. May God bless Umar and the husband. May God bless our media team. May God bless all of you supporters of this movement. Remember that Saturday is another fundraising for the ESN. From here, from me, is good evening.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making. And you